With the new Lady and the Tramp update right around the corner, it is time to remove all the holiday decorations and transform the plaza into a romantic scene to welcome the iconic K9 duo. Today, we are rebuilding Plaza as a rom-com movie set. I'm talking about a build that is straight out of the best romantic comedies of the 90s and early 2000s. Think of You've Got Mail, Sleepless in Seattle, 10 Things I Hate About You. We are gonna have a shopping district, restaurant quarters, a cozy shopping street, and a garden as a perfect transition from our plaza to the peaceful meadow. Hi everyone, I'm Anveenie and welcome to the channel if you're new here, or welcome back. As a 3D artist, when designing game builds, I'm focusing on composition, lighting, and storytelling. If you're ready to bring some romance to your valley, grab a snack, maybe a plate of spaghetti, and join me for this speed build. Plaza is the heart of the valley that connects everything. I don't know about you, but I'm happy to come back to the roots with this original player's house skin, and I chose the pink version this time. With the Disney Dreamlight Valley bringing in seasonal castle skins and matching looks for Scrooge's store and Remy's restaurant, I believe it is still the most convenient to have all these functional buildings in the plaza. And with having all of them here, there is not much space left in this smallest biome in the whole valley. Personally, I prefer my plaza to blend in with the meadow and not feel cramped with the buildings. I wanted it to look like one large biome in 2 levels, connected with a grand staircase. For this purpose, I placed most of the buildings on the back, leaving the open front area for a garden and walkways. I'm also leaving a generously wide pathways on the sides, leading to other biomes. And for the concept and general vibe, I want the plaza to feel cozy, intimate, and distinctly European. Maybe then Remy will stop saying that this isn't Paris. We are even gonna have an Eiffel Tower that is totally bigger than Remy himself. I'm using a lot of older items here that you probably have, or some that can be replaced with alternatives. If you still don't have a storybook veil fence, you can just use a white picket fence or a marble craftable fence. To make a shopping street, I'm using 3 premium house skins from last year: Blooming Flower Shop, Coffee Shop House, and French Bakery House. They are all designed to somewhat match each other and bring that old world charm aesthetic. I'm keeping the same main street path in the entire plaza, but instead of having it in one large slab, I'm going to be splitting it in sections to add some variation. I want some grass to show through, especially in the garden area. And for the sides, I have it laid out as a tiles to better blend in with the meadow transition. And later on, I will also be removing some tiles underneath the benches to reduce that straight borderline look. The main artery path that leads from the castle down to the meadow, I'm going to break up even more and have some beach grass showing through. I wish we could control how tall it gets, but it still looks better than just flat pavement slab. I tried many layouts for this central plaza plus meadow area, and the straight main artery path that leads all the way down to the beach seems to be the best and most convenient option. The two traveling wells are directly connected to this main path, and everything else is branching off to the sides. To frame the Dreamlight Castle and the well, I made these two symmetrical fenced-off gardens in the middle of the plaza. Romantic arches on each side will create the flowery maze feel when walking through the plaza. And this is not just for aesthetics. I want to have plenty of seating in this area to attract villagers. This area will also be useful for a quick dream snap. This is also a perfect opportunity to try this new lamppost from Winter Warm Star Path. I was very glad to see that they are not covered with snow. The green metal with gold details will be useful in many designs. Here you can see all the items used in this build. It is combination of older and newer items, everything that has the romantic look to it, and flower decor items. Now let's talk about entrances. Plaza has too many of them. You can enter the plaza from any directions. That's what makes it harder to fill with buildings. So to make the plaza feel more enclosed and cozy, I'm using the romantic arches placed on 3 sides. And it connects to a matching New Orleans gazebo, which can also be used as a pathway coming up from the meadow. For the edges of the plaza, I'm bringing a couple large trees to frame the scene and make it look like it has more depth when running around with a third-person character view. I have a lot of little plaza trees placed as well, which will generate a ton of sticks that you can actually hide behind the buildings, and you will pretty much never see them from that side. And the flowers you can place and blend in with the garden areas in the center. The buildings cannot be placed super close to each other without visible gap, so I actually enlarged the gap and made a little alley with the Italian date night table from Lady and the Tramp movie. I hope we get more new items for romantic scenes with this new update. I find Daisy's shop to be very difficult to find a place for because of its corner shape. It looks like it needs to be attached to something, but there are no other buildings that fit for it. So I think I'll keep it in this corner for now, right next to the Scrooge's store. And I'm happy to keep my plaza vanilla with all the original buildings designs, while all the players' houses in other DLCs can have a unique look matching these other worlds. Since I didn't want to have large buildings in the front section of the plaza blocking the view, I decided to make a couple functional stall areas. The Beast's flower stall, decorated with other flower decor items on one side of the plaza, and a book stall that has an embedded crafting station on the other side. What could be more romantic than a stroll down the cozy town street in the moonlight? While I absolutely love Plaza at sunset and daytime, it is also feels very atmospheric at night. This is when all the illuminated windows and lampposts glow really shines through, no pun intended. And there we have it, a fully transformed ROMCOM Plaza ready for Lady in a Tramp. We have the restaurant for spaghetti dates, the lush garden for evening strolls, and cinematic photo spots for capturing memories. I really think this layout maximizes the plaza space. It feels full and cozy, but still functional as a central hub. It captures that romantic aesthetic without being too overwhelming. I'm so excited for the new characters and to see their interactions. What kind of house do you think Lady in the Tramp will have? And have you thought about where are you planning to put them? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this build. Thank you so much for watching. Consider leaving a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.